Yo everyone, Mercurial here, and today we're gonna do a Worlds tier list. Every single player at Worlds has been picked, or like qualified, not picked. Mortal did not pick them. But so today we're gonna make a tier list, and I think I'm pretty qualified to do this, since I watch every region, I played every set, and I also came sixth in a previous Worlds Pickems. So I'm pretty good at understanding the players, I think. And I'm also good enough to see how they play and make my own judgment, not only based on like ladder and tourneys. But yeah, I'm gonna do it in alphabetical order, so we're gonna get people from every tier all the time. Could be pretty fun. So let's start. And I made some good tiers that I think explain how good they are. I'm in top 4 overall, make it final lobby, so top 8. Could easily make final lobby, big potential. These people, like, they can definitely make final lobby, but many of them are, like, for different reasons, not, like, maybe not as consistent, or have ping issues, or, like, something. A bit worse than Soju. I mean, this isn't even that bad, to be honest. Like, you're still at Worlds, you are good. But I consider you a bit worse than Soju. But yeah, he did well this set, so this is a nothing that bad. And then prove the doubters wrong. This is for the people that I am kind of doubting a bit, but yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if like one player from this tier makes the final and proves me wrong. So we're gonna have to see who that is. But yeah, let's start with Bintnam, the Korean player. I would put Bintnam in the final lobby actually. Um, he's a known NA hater, but this is not the reason. The reason is he is super consistent in every tourney. This is like his fourth Worlds or something. He has made Worlds super many times, and in general just does really well in every tournament, I feel like. The way he plays is also really nice. He's opened many different lines and knows lines that others don't know, which just suits tournaments well. I don't think he gets nervous pretty much, and also a good ladder player. Overall, just yeah, not that weird putting him here. Then the next player, all of you might not know of, but it's the best Thai player probably. It's Boomhey. And Boomhey is like basically always rank 1 or 2 in Thailand. Now he plays in SCA, of course, but he's still doing well. Um, However, he doesn't really have that much tourney experience, so I would put him a bit worse than Soju. I would probably put him in big potential if he didn't have the ping together with like the nerves. I feel like ping together with nerves is probably not great, so I'll put him here. And I'm not gonna rank them like here. I'm not gonna sort them in the tiers, but just put him there. But if you want to have like a dark horse, he can definitely be a big dark horse. He could do well. I also think, or yeah, that's enough. And then we have the first or the second Korean, Cassie God. This guy is like a coach for another Korean team in EWC. Um, he's a good player though, for sure, a solid player. Did well in the tournament, got third in the APAC qualifier points. I haven't actually watched him play, one of the people I haven't watched. But yeah, he didn't do amazing in like most tournaments before, and he does well in ladder and stuff. But yeah, he's not really proven himself yet. I'm down to put him a bit worse than Soju. I could definitely see him do better, but yeah, the field is pretty stacked. You can't put everyone high, so yeah. Then we have Dank Memes. I'm a bit biased here because I know him a bit, so it's gonna be a bit biased, I think. But I don't think my opinion is biased here. I would put him to and like could easily make the final lobby. Because like in ladder, he has been beasting it this set, and in tourneys, he's been really beasting it as well. Like overall, he's actually done really, really well this set. Also did really well last set, and after doing pretty well in Worlds last set, even with it being his first Worlds, I feel like now he will be less nervous, and he's in really good form, so I could easily see him make the final lobby. He's not one of like the classic favorites, so I'm not gonna put him in the top 8, but yeah, definitely someone to look out for. Then we have Darth Noob. This guy, if you didn't know, he's like always really high rank, plays some kind of cool stuff. He's known for having like the math and stuff and doing some a bit different things, like the Ezreal, playing a lot of Ezreal now. Before he played like weird legends in set 9. Um, oh, like he doesn't really. He has had good tournaments, but never made worlds before. I could see him being a bit nervous. Uh, Sometimes it doesn't do great in tournaments as well, but I think he's really good, so I'm gonna put him in big potential. He's a bit like Dank Memes, but it's like his first tournament, so yeah. Or his first Worlds, I mean. So I'm down to put him big potential, but not any higher. Then we have the number 1 OG EU player, Dasic. I'm a big Dasic fan, but I'm gonna be honest. I feel like in big tournaments, and I think you can maybe agree, he sometimes like overthinks stuff and accidentally ends up doing a mistake or a decision he regrets afterwards. And because of this, you can also tilt, which can like cost positions. So I'm gonna put him in big potential because he can definitely do extremely well, but he can also like throw games and potentially tilt. So yeah, I'm gonna put him in big potential. He has big potential to do really well, but also bigger potential than others. I feel like to accidentally overthink and yeah, lose the game from one turn. Then we have Dish Soap. Dish Soap. I mean, we don't really need to talk much about Dish Soap. I'm gonna put him top 4. He has done insanely well this set. He's done really well, like basically every set recently. Obviously, you all know him probably. I'm just gonna put him in top 4. We don't really need to talk about it. Then we have Double though. This is gonna be a bit surprising, maybe. I think most would probably put him top 4. Like he's a beast. He does extremely well every tourney. But I'm actually gonna put him in final lobby, really close to top 4. But yeah, and it's not really because of him. I mean, he's doing really, really well. But I just have 3 others that I prefer having the top 4. So I'm gonna explain more later why I put him in final lobby and not top 4. But yeah, for now I just put him here, and we see later why. Then we have the first Brazilian player, Elso Lucas. And Elso Lucas played many sets. He's been good for a long time. I would probably put him like in big potential before, but I feel like recently he hasn't really been doing that well in recent sets as before. It's a bit because it's like the NA merge and stuff, but yeah, I'm honestly gonna put him here, mostly because he plays in BR, which I think is like very bad training. He also plays NA but doesn't like get extremely high rank. And it did well in the tournaments and stuff, but yeah, I'm not the biggest BR and Latam lover. I mean, I like the regions. I hope they do better, but think they are a bit behind in general. So I'm gonna put him here. Uh, for the record, I would put like Ego Illusion higher. But yeah. Then we have the only player that I could not find a face pick of, and it's the Taiwan player. What's his name? It's uh, it's uh, it's Fall Halp. And no, he's from Hong Kong, not Taiwan. But yeah, Fall Halp. He is actually pretty good. I could definitely see him do well. Like Taiwan region is actually very underrated, I think. But he isn't one of like the known names in Taiwan as much. And he hasn't really proven himself in tournaments as much. He did really well in the GSC, but uh, yeah, I'm gonna put him in this tier just because he hasn't really proven himself before, and not like a giga beast in ladder either. So I'm gonna put him here. Not any big achievements. Then we get the first Chinese player. This is Fire, and Fire is one of the PC players, so yeah, it automatically gets higher pretty much. However, he's not like one of the best from CN, I would say. He's done well other sets as well, but never done extremely well. But he's done well, and I recognize his name, and I know he plays well. I haven't watched him, I think, from his perspective, but I've watched regionals with him, and he does play well. But not as good as the others. I do respect Cian a lot though, so I'm gonna put him here and could easily make the final lobby. I think he's one of the best from Cian this set, so yeah. And then we're getting to the number 1 seed CM player, which is Guan. And Guan did basically like dish soap in regionals. He went top 4, I think 23 out of 24 games. And yeah, beasted in regionals. Also done well in many other regionals. So I'm gonna put him here. Just like Double, he would easily be here, but the lineup it's just stacked, so I can't put him there. But yeah, really good player for sure. Look out for him. Then we have the first mobile player, which is what's his name? Guao. And Guao has some turning performances. Like this isn't his first one, and he has played non-mobile as well. He hasn't done that well on non-mobile qualifiers though, so I'm gonna put him here. I could put him a lower, but I respect the CN qualifier, and since he has played non-mobile as well, kind of think he can be pretty good. But yeah, nothing amazing probably. Uh, so yeah. Then we have Iron Bog from Hong Kong. This guy is actually really high ranked all the time in ladder. And also did really well in the APEC like tournaments. Number 1 Taiwan qualifier points. So overall, I would rate him higher than Fallhelp, but I wouldn't rank him like super high. So I would put him in big potential because of this. So a bit higher in Fallhelp, but not too high. Then we have Tom Jedusor from France. Tom is, I mean, he's always high ranked recently, or not recently, like the past 1 or 2 years. And in general, does really well in tournaments. I think he's one of the best from EU. I would almost put him in the final lobby, but yeah, he goes in almost, or could easily make it there. I don't seem as good as like Coco and Double. He's like the third best French player to me. So yeah, I put him here. He's close to final lobby though. Could definitely make it. Would not be surprising. Then we have Kian from Vietnam. And Kian, he has done well in recent tournaments in APAC, did really well the second cup and in GSC, but in ranked he hasn't done that great, and in previous tournaments like sets he hasn't done that great. So I'm gonna put him here. Like, he's not here because he did really well the two last cups, but besides that, not that great. So yeah. Then the next Korean, we have Kang Sung Yong. And Kang Sung Yong, he has played really well, I think, and did extremely well in the APAC tournaments. I think he came third overall in qualifier points and was just super solid. Never won, so he didn't get any super points, but yeah, did really well. And he has played previously, and I would probably put him here because of that. But after watching him play as well, I think he actually knows how to play TFT. Like, he actually plays TFT. So I would put him here. Like, I think he's really good at um, knowing how to play from like low roll spots and stuff, which can be really important, and probably doesn't tilt as much because of that, I'm guessing. But yeah, I think that's a really good skill to have, and just from watching him play, I think he plays clean TFT. So yeah, put him here. Then Kevin Parker. Kevin Parker has like always been pretty high rank in EU and pretty good in tournaments. Never really amazing besides the set kinda, but and in the Vegas obviously. But yeah, because it hasn't really done amazing in either ladder or tourneys before, I'm gonna put him a bit worse than Soju. He's a nice guy though, and did really well this set. I'm hoping this well, but yeah, I'm gonna put him here. I could see him do pretty well though. Probably less nervous because he did well at Vegas, where you have public and stuff, which is probably like a good test of how nervous you get. But yeah, gonna put him here. Then we have Chaos. He's been at Worlds before. One of the best. What is he? Singapore? I think Singapore players, maybe Indonesia, but yeah, Singapore, I think. And he's really good. But the last Worlds, he had a lot of ping issues, and I doubt that he fixed that. So I'm not gonna put him here, but I'm gonna put him here because of that. Otherwise, I would maybe put him one tier up. But yeah, ping is like significant, and yeah, it becomes a lot harder to play the game. Yep. Then we have Coco. Coco has actually been beasting at this set, and in general, every set, like since set 3 when he was called Les Collègues, he was also really good. He was always good. Like, I think people don't realize it's the same person, but he's always been really good. Um, but this set he did like insanely good in tournaments. So that's one of the reasons I put double here, because like it's unbelievable how well he played in the cups, or like the scores he had. So because of this, I'm putting him here in top 4. Then we have Lilu. He won set 6 Worlds, and he's always really high rank in CN. He's close to being here, but I would probably put him here, and it's mainly because recent sets he hasn't done as well in tournaments. Still did pretty well, but not as well. And the top 8 just really stacked this year, so I'm gonna put him here. Then we have another one of the mobile players. It's Ibs. I don't know how to say it, or Lingbao Tianzun. And this guy is actually good. He has played previously in non-mobile tournaments in the PC qualifier from China and done pretty well. It was long ago that he played it though, and he's probably a bit washed and playing mobile because of that. But still, he has potential, I think. Like, if you did well in PC, like qualifiers in CN, you are good. So I'm gonna put you in big potential. Next, we have Li Tu Chuan. I think the most underrated player, probably globally. I would definitely put Li Tu Chuan top 4. And I don't know. I feel like if you watch him play, he's just like a god at going top 1. Like, if he has opportunity to go top 1, he takes it. And he has done really well in tournaments since set 11. Also really well in ladder. And yeah, his ability to go top 1 is like insane. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm putting him here. Plays really cleanly as well. So yeah, reminds me a bit of Setsuko. Then we get what's his name now again? His name is Maris. And Maris has been beasting in ladder in VN, only beaten by YBY in the snapshots, and did better than him in tournaments, which makes me put him here. I also watch him like quite a lot, and he plays nice, and he knows like lines that not all the opponents know of, which is also really good. I feel like he plays a bit like NA, like a bit safer, I would say NA players, or more like standard. But he also plays some different comps. So it's like you get the safety net while also playing like a bit cool comps. But he does it really well. And yeah, I respect his play. I think he's gonna do well. Then we have Mailu or Milu. I don't know. Also from Vietnam. Um, he's done pretty well in tournaments, but in ladder he's not doing great, and he hasn't really proven himself before. So I'm gonna put him here. It's like he isn't bad, but he hasn't really proven that much. So yeah, I'm gonna put him here, see how he does. Then another mobile CM player, Nandede. He hasn't really done anything else in mobile, and he hasn't done like amazing on mobile. So I'm gonna put him here. I'm kind of doubting him. I think he's just playing mobile because it's easier to qual. I don't know. I am doubting. Then we have Noel. Noel is known as like the one of the only non-frauds from EUNE, I would say. But this set he might be playing EUW. I'm not sure, and he always plays like a bit of EUW still, so he gets some good practice. He also did real well in tournaments, but yeah, I'm honestly gonna put him here because he has done like fine in tournaments and like fine in ladder, but yeah, a bit the same feeling as Kevin Parker, just proving himself in a big tournament and yeah, do something amazing. Like he's rank 1 UNE, but he's not sitting rank 1 EUW all the time and not beasting in tournaments. So yeah, but he's definitely good, just like Kevin Parker. Then we get the President. And President has never been at Worlds, but has been really close and done really well at ladder in tournaments and everything, really stable. Also think his playstyle could suit Worlds as long as he's calm, because like he like he's stable. Being stable is important. not tilting or being nervous. I think he can do well. I trust him. He's doing well this set as well. He's due a good tournament. Then we get Sauki Mi. This guy has like always played in like CN tournaments, always been a player, but he never did like insanely well. He also played Worlds, didn't do that well. It was long ago. He's a bit like this guy. Played long ago, did well then, but yeah, hasn't really done anything amazing since then. I'm gonna put him in big potential, but yeah, not that likely to see anything insane from him. Then we get to Shi Tuoren from the mobile quals in CN, and I have no idea about this guy. Played one like mobile qual, did well in that. Besides that, I'm not sure what he has done. I think he's a random mobile player. I don't really know. I guess prove me wrong and be a beast. He could definitely be, but yeah. If you're a mobile player and don't really have scores from the PC tournaments, I'm kind of doubting you, so yeah, I'm putting him here. Then we have Sobio from Brazil. Basically like Oso Lucas, I would say. It's like the same. Oso Lucas is a bit higher rated because of, or isn't higher rated, but higher rated in my mind because he was good before. And this guy is the reverse. He's like good now, not as good before. But yeah, he qualified for the Brazil qualifier points. Um, I don't know. I ranked the NA players higher, to be honest. And yeah, I'm gonna put him here because of that. But he could do well. There's usually like some B or Latam player doing well. I guess if someone is gonna do well of them, I would say him. But yeah. And then we have Spencer. Spencer has done extremely well this set, and I really want to put him in one of these tiers. But as you see, it's like kind of full already. So I had to put him here. I think he could very easily make final lobby. He's been beasting it this set. But yeah, he he often beasts and then doesn't lock in for the final. But yeah, he probably locks in this time and will do well. But yeah, it's just too full up here. So yeah, I can't put him up there. Definitely very close though. Then we have Taro from Japan. Um, and wait, where? I need to think. Where would I put Taro? Yeah, actually, Taro. I think he's he's done very well this set actually, and got many qualifier points. Been very stable in tournaments. Has done well in worlds before. Like I would almost put him here, but I think I have to put him here. Uh, Mainly because like the people are just so good. The lineup is really stacked. So yeah, he didn't do well in the world's final last time, and he hasn't done like amazing this set in tournaments. He did really well though, but not amazing. So I'm gonna put him in big potential. I think he could definitely like get to the final and do pretty well, but mm, yeah, not in the tier above where like the super beasts are. And then we have Tartman. Uh, Tartman has done like well recent sets. He has become one of the best EU players, I would say. I would rank him a bit lower than the top three French players, though. So I would put him like a tier under Jesor, and kind of similar to Dasik, to be honest. So I would put him here. He's very stable though, and does well in like everything. Also does pretty well in ladder. When I say pretty well, I say pretty well compared to these guys, not compared to like normal challengers. But yeah, he does well in ladder as well. Good player, definitely good. A bit like Taro, I would say. In like he does well in tournaments, well in ladder, not like exceptionally in any this set. But yeah, definitely good. I would put him down with Kevin and Noel if he didn't do well previous sets. But he has done well many sets now, deserves big potential. Okay, then we have Title. Title, I mean, he's done well in ladder this set, and it's just, I mean, his Title. I don't think we need to explain why he's top 4. So yeah, Title top 4. Then we have the Latam player that qualified with qualifier points, Vicious, and yeah, he didn't do that well in tourneys. Or yeah, I mean, he did do well in tourneys and in Latam ranked, but yeah, Latam ranked is Latam ranked, so I think he has bad training because of playing against those players. And also, in general, I would say the Latam players are a bit worse in general. Um, but hopefully we see like him doing well. I hope he does well. Then we have Wei Shen. And Wei Shen, I mean, he always performs in Worlds, and I'm gonna put him here top 4. He hasn't like beasted in tournaments this set, but he has done really well in ladder and won regionals. And I would maybe put Spencer above him, but Spencer usually doesn't lock in for the big tournaments, and Wei Shen does. So I'm gonna put Wei Shen here and not Spencer. That's basically the reasoning. He's also really good at going first, so um, he can clutch out like a top 8 finish and get to the final lobby. Okay, and then we have Wen Tan from China, and he qualified through the normal qualifier, not the mobile one. He hasn't done like amazing before, but he has done well, and also he qualified from PC qualifier from China, which is extremely good. And he has done well previous sets. Just hasn't qualified to Worlds, I'm pretty sure. But besides that, he has done well. I think China is really good, so I'm gonna put him here and could easily make the final lobby. Then we have Wet Jungler from EU. And it feels really bad not putting him in final lobby as well, because I would call him one of the 3 EU like gods together with Double and Coco. He always does well in tourneys and in ladder. This set he hasn't been like as dominant though as Double and Coco, so I'm putting him here and could easily make final, but yeah, if I would guess, he isn't gonna make it. Then lastly, Experian, or as I like to call him, Mr. Sony Xperia. For Sony Xperia, he does well in tournaments, he does well in ladder, he does pretty well in everything, has done well since like forever. Doesn't really, I feel like he doesn't really have the special oomph. Like, I never see like something insane from him, I feel like. So I'm gonna put him here. He has more good like tourney and ladder performances than Noel and Kevin, I would say, in general. At least if you look historically. But I would put him in the same tier. Like a tier under Dasic and Tartman. I feel like Experian was like Tartman, but then in more recent sets, more players have got good, and he is here now. I mean, he's definitely good though. He could do well. I just like, yeah, I don't see him doing like something crazy and like just winning a bunch though. So I'm putting him here. And yeah, here we have the final tier list. So as you can see, it's pretty mixed actually with the different regions, like Americas up here and down here, EU all over the place, CN all over the place, every region. And I think this is pretty accurate. If you have any thoughts about it, write it in the comments. And I would be happy to see what you think. Hopefully, it's a good tier list. And if you're not gonna, or yeah. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as well. And see you next time. Peace.